Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is going to be a good day because we are once again back here, and I get to see you guys. That's always a good day when I get to see you guys. And, yeah, so pretty much what we are going to be doing for Fortnite Save the World here today is we're going to be continuing where we left off with our main quest. For Plankerton, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 more missions in Plankerton. So we're doing pretty well, I'd say. In fact, I know a lot of you guys said that after Candy Valley there's Twin Peaks or Twin Peaks, but I never did see it. Yeah, it just ended here. Yeah, it never went past this, so I'm just curious. But, maybe it's just a different world. Who knows? In fact, actually, there's probably a way I can tell. If I were to go back to the quest, it may just be an alternate world. Let me go to the map. It may or may not unlock at the end. Yeah, it does. I can't believe I never clicked these to figure out that that was Twin Peaks. So yeah, Candy Valley and the Twin Peaks. So yeah, this requires completing the quest blasting off, which means that we actually have to complete Candy Valley. So that's not that bad. But yeah, right now we have this mission. We have no lost causes. Rescue those survivors. Save 9 survivors in successful missions. Complete the repair the shelter mission in a 28 plus zone. So we've got 2 of these here today, probably big missions. So instead of trying to rescue survivors per se and repair this shelter mission, or trying to do obviously vice versa, I'm just going to be doing 2 of these missions separately, and then eventually we'll add up over time. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be going into a public match, and we're just going to be starting that up right away. We'll probably start off with a survivor mission. It says save 9 survivors in successful missions and complete a repair the shelter mission in 28 plus zone. So I would like to believe that for the survivors we don't have to necessarily try too hard. What I also want to do really quickly before we start, as always, is just simply open up our loot, see if anything ended up changing, even though I know we didn't apply it last week. Anything else different? Got some survivors. We don't have enough candy quite yet. I'm curious, can we upgrade him? No, we can't. He's on a cap, so we'll save that for now. I'm gonna save all my research stuff for when we move on to Candy Valley if I can. It probably would make the most sense. Alright, and there's that. We upgrade our survivors a crap ton, which definitely did help our guy. I mean, we're power level 25. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, for some reason, though, we are back at 15,000, but I remember us being, in a short period of time, more powered up. Toxic Fishy Boy. Yo, oh, you're playing Save the World. I'm at my friend's house right now, but hey, what's up, Toxic Fishy? I don't believe I have ever actually had you for a stream before, so if you're new around here, my friend, thank you for tuning in to today's stream. I greatly appreciate it. How's your day going, by the way? You having a very toxic day or a very fish day? A scale of toxic to fish. How's your day going? But yeah, it's always good to have a new viewer, man, or a classic viewer. You may have changed your name, who knows? But it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, I think the survivor thing was just because it may have not saved. Who knows? Let me do myself a favor though and take a look at the guns. If I give you my inventory, do you think you can watch me too? Sorry, man, I don't roll that way. I don't do sub for sub. I understand the reasoning behind it, but yeah, that's just not how I roll, man. The best advice that I can give to you is if you're trying to end up growing your channel is get to know the the people first, and over time, eventually, people will want to help you out. If you become friends with somebody, and obviously don't manipulate them, but if you ever become friends with somebody, if you ever just say it in, a topic of conversation, like, saying, like, hey, what do you do? I run a YouTube channel. People want, obviously, like, check that out right now. So, like, for example, that's pretty much all you gotta do. I mean, if you're good to people, they'll want to help you. That's really the best way I can say it. So even though I won't do necessarily view for view or sub for sub, if you happen to enjoy my content, man, why not stick around? I can already tell I got your interest because you're already still in the chat and you haven't taken off quite yet as soon as I just said what I said. So obviously I got you hooked somehow. So, if you happen to enjoy what you're seeing, why not consider dropping a follow, man? I'm a pretty chill dude, and I'm pretty sure that you end up liking Save the World, so. I'm quitting Save the World. Okay, well, do you want my inventory anyways? I mean, if you're willing to give me your inventory regardless for the shout out thing, that'd be very much appreciated, my friend. I will never expect or ask, but if you're willing to gift, I will greatly accept a gift. It's on public right now for my session. Yeah, you seem cool. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. My voice is a little bit hoarse today, so I don't sound necessarily as peppy as usual, but you could listen to the sweet, smooth Comcaster voice. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you want to join me, this is my epic name. It is Black Ninja 797 space PC, all lowercase, and the PC is just separate from my Twitch name. That's the only difference from my Twitch platform name compared to here. If you were to join it right now, you would be able to join instantly. I will add you when I get home, if that's fine. Of course it's fine, man. Yeah, by all means. Don't worry, I'm not going to be interrogating you, just being like,
oh, you putrid swine, add me, I need my G Fuel.
Like, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. That's not how I roll. But, yeah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I remember a little bit ago that I got a pickaxe. I'm curious. See, I believe that technically, if I wanted to, I should have a pickaxe that's upgradable, because I don't know if the pickaxes are cosmetic, but I heard it can be non-cosmetic as well. It's funny how we always start the stream, and we never get the mission done right away, but it's alright. It's alrighty. I will check out one more thing, and we definitely will keep going, but I just want to make sure of something. Because the only thing I'm unsure about is why did our health go down? Because our guys are still upgraded. I'm pretty sure we put everybody up in max. Yeah, everybody's up in max. And it is indeed on. I think it must just be something with the game. So I don't feel off. Decline. This might be completely random. Oof, sorry, I was doing something. Oh, you're all good, man. I mean, do I need to do the inhaling in the microphone thing again to let you know that I'm a chill dude?
Don't make me inhale my microphone again, you fool.
Alright, so let's end up doing this. So we will end up going into a public match, and we'll do a Rescue the Survivor mission first, And then once we do that, we will end up doing the next mission, which will allow us to be able to move on and upgrade our stuff. Now, like I said, I don't believe that we need to worry about the zones. My general idea is that I want to start making the main story a priority again, just because it's not that I'm necessarily worried about falling behind or getting this done at a certain time, per se. I mean, it's just that I kind of just want to, you know, plow through as much as I can. I'm always a big fan of progress, and when I feel like I'm not, like, right on top of something, it tends to make me a little bit worried. I always like to try to be as on par, on the ball as possible. I like taking my time, but I like to just grind. I mean, you guys know the grind. You respect the grind. Speaking of the grind, I actually got two great things of news that you guys are really going to enjoy. The very first thing, and you guys may have heard this on and off at different points, but this is going to be a revamped, better version. Originally, before, you may or may not have known that I ended up having a Discord. Now, I know that Discord has been a very big thing for a while. Oh, thank you, Toxic Fishy Boy. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the follow. But for those of you guys that are new, or for those of you guys that are not new, I will explain. So as you may or may not have known, I ended up having a Discord made with you guys back in the a few months ago. And I've had a Discord for a while. I've known about Discord, and I've known that's, you know, basically been the replacement for Skype. But it's basically become, if not one of the biggest things for specifically gaming over the years. A lot like Twitter and all that stuff. Now, here's the thing, is that with this Discord, if you may or may not already be a part of it, you would know that this Discord is for people like you guys that want to end up joining and just basically have a good time, you know, like get to know me more off stream, get to know each other like fellow followers, you know, because everyone here is pretty much like a big, you know, happy dysfunctional family. And yeah, we pretty much just get to all have fun, chill times together off stream, and you guys get to know more about me. You kind of get actually some minor advantages in terms of my other viewers, because you get to know about stuff ahead of time, for example. So it's pretty chill, and I honestly recommend that you join that if you haven't already. There will always be a link now provided in all my current YouTube videos. Before it wasn't, but now, today's YouTube video onward, because I do have a YouTube channel too for those around here as well, all those will be provided in the description. If you guys want to know what it is on Twitch, I may or may not link it, but since links are kind of sketchy, probably what I'll do is I'll probably just tell you. Or I will, on a different platform, send you the links, because on YouTube and Twitch, to send links is just kind of sketchy. But yeah, we've had me and my mods, Ryan, and all those other guys, revamp the whole entire Discord. There is not necessarily as much clutter as there used to be. There's a lot more brand new channels that are fun and easy to use. The new rules, so that way it's not necessarily as manipulatable, and it's just overall very fun. I'm gonna leave, then join again, because I'm in the car and my phone is about to die. Of course, Toxic. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no problem, Toxic Fishy.
We will fight on in your memory.
Go ahead and feel free to just leave and then just come right back. We're gonna be streaming until at least 10 p.m. Eastern time, so that's at least 3 hours. Oh, there's a survivor right here. So what I recommend that you guys do for the Discord, since obviously it's the brand new and returning, I guess you could say, revamp of all the favorite things that you like about me, Discord, I recommend that if you guys ever want to join, just consider asking. And if you ever just want to just join, you can also just end up joining the non-expirable link in my YouTube videos. You guys will really enjoy the Discord. We currently have about 10 members alongside my mods and alongside even one of my friends, Joseph. So if you guys like me, or you also like to stay in contact with my friends as well, you guys can end up doing that. You don't have to worry about spamming or feeling like you may or may not fit in. We're all big, happy family. Second thing as well is that I also just literally now in the mail, I don't know necessarily whether it showed up, you know, literally as I arrived at the door, but I was out for a little bit today, and when I was looking in the kitchen, I noticed on the table I had a package, and it's actually my brand new Logitech 1080p Pro streaming webcam. You guys may or may not know that I was talking about getting a webcam yet again for all my streams again, and I finally ended up doing so, and it finally ended up shipping. So now that it is finally here, I can end up starting to incorporate live streams with webcams again. Now, however, though, this does end up being like the last live streaming camera that I end up having, where it may or may not work, since this would be 2 cameras in a row, and this is a lot more of a professional brand. At this point, I would like to believe it would be more of my computer rather than the camera itself. So I will look into that and see if I can get to work. If it does not, I would like to believe that this one should indeed work. But you can, within reason, a very likely chance to expect what live streams. Alright, so let's see where this chick or dude is. Where are you? You in here? They may or may not be upstairs. Now remember, we gotta rescue 9 survivors, so I don't believe that we can necessarily fail this. We might have to do this in one mission. So I'm gonna try my best. Wait.
Oh, that's definitely a bummer.
Well, it's not this spot, because it just... I heard the survivor death noise that Ray just gave, but I do not see a area where I think that the survivor would not be. Oh, here he is. Yeah.
Thank you. I was getting worried.
Okay, this one is the medkit survivor, so let's see if we can get through this and get that taken care of. You always want to try at your best to end up getting rid of the zombies around areas that are more heavy like this. This is why they actually defend themselves. Cover, buddy. Get this all taken care of. Alright, crossbow.
Another one.
Yep, you're welcome, girl. It's all a fine day's work. That you just see Brune on a hoverboard. Lol. Alright, now... In fact, I'm just curious, how much of the map has been looked at? A fairly decent amount, but that really just depends on where the survivor is essentially at. I very rarely think that the survivor is going to end up being out here, but if they do happen to be, it's usually like this guy. Right on the
Survivor in danger.
Let's take this airstrike. Here. Eventually, I will need to end up getting barrels. I have honestly no idea what the hell with this series would be if you guys didn't show me how to be so fucking overpowered. You good, man?
Life saved.
Alright, cool. I would like to hope that it wouldn't be necessarily as strict about the survivors and I could just kind of rescue them over time. Because I think survivors do spawn in non-survivor missions. I think you can usually get away with that. How many do we also have? I also want to play with multiple people to make more spawn and hopefully they would save them. It looks like we already got 4 so far. Oh. There's something about one over here? See a question mark. Is this one guy in a building? Is this the one I... Oh, it's this guy. Is there one over here? hell is this? I think that the survivors may or may not be already half dead. Because that one really well.
Excited, y'all. Gonna get a turn. Watch out.
There we go. I'm trying to think, will survivors spawn in the same spot twice? Maybe, maybe not. This is definitely something for somebody's mission. Not gonna lie, this is actually really fucking annoying, so I'm actually just gonna escape this area. This is fucking obnoxious to listen to. Well, we still have 10 minutes, and we still need to find at least 6, otherwise the mission just default ends. Aha, we found the lost medkit. Hell yeah. Nah, it should by default make the survivor save then, right? Let me look at the map one more time. Looks like there's one up here then. Apparently some of them just appear on the map by default, so let me look then. And there's also this guy, wait. There's also this guy? Oh no, he disappeared, okay. It may or may not only show certain survivors. Okay, what about this guy? You're up here apparently? Hey, what's up, man? Oh, oh, you're down. How much blue bone do you need? Oh, well, there's already a blue bone right up there, so. Come on. What, the little zombie shithead can just jump that high? That's a shock.
Another saved life.
That's still a guy rescued. So now anything here is at least just bonus. So let's see if we can try to find those bonus survivors. They just spawn. I do not believe they will. Unless we have that guy in the middle. Let me go with that guy in the middle with the question mark. I think he may or may not give us something. This part is probably going to be over the span of maybe 3 missions. Some of the missions itself are taking over 3 of the sub-missions, which I've noticed. The missions start to get longer and therefore they stack up. So, let's go over to this way. Okay, so yeah, oh wait, that means that this is the same guy then. Hold on a sec. I thought that somebody already found his med kit. hold on a sec. Oh, where would your medkit be? I'm trying to think, where have I not? I've not really been to the southern half of the map. Let's go to the southern half. See if we can get anything last second off of this area. But I'm hoping that I can just find the red kit.
5 minutes left.
Do they only spawn a certain amount of survivors? Like, if the survivors just die, you don't get any more bonuses? I'm just curious about that. I unfortunately can't seem to find them. Yeah, the survivors just seem completely random. Survivors! Yoo-hoo! As long as they just have their little camps, too. If we check the outer half of the map, we may find them this way, because this looks like something where they would hide. There's just certain halves of the map where you just expect to see people. And this is a radar tower. We may or may not be unlucky. That's the one thing. That's also another thing, is that you might just have to do the missions over again because of RNG, and you can't, like, leave right away. So, like, for example, you could have, like, 6 survivors, and then out of nowhere, you can't find the last one because they won't spawn, or you just can't find them. And then after that, you have to do another mission, but as soon as you find the one right away... Oh, here we go. As soon as you find another one right away, you know, then you have to play the whole mission out whether you need or not, so... I really do not get that slash. I'm really also glad with all the guns that I have just earned in general, is because it's so good to me. Oh, somebody else found another survivor. Oh yeah. If I save this one, it's short, and I have one defense, which means that we may have it where it's one short, but definitely a lot more parts than I thought it would be. Jump up here. Thank
We're
you.
gonna need a bigger base.
See ya, girl. Alright, we got a little bit over 2 minutes. We could still theoretically find somebody. Any of the last second survivors wish to join us? Anybody at all? Last second survivors. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Oh. Oh, I was thinking camera noise. Damn it.
Before I have to pull you out.
Wait. I'm just curious about something. Hold on. If I were to dig down here, is this the one med kit that I need, and then I can save the one dude that still hasn't left yet? No, it's this. Daily propane tanks, interesting. So we're not quite there. So last second right over here. No, it's just zombies. shit. I literally think we're about to be going short, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Because if you really think about it, even if we did find one anyway, we may or may not be able to save them. I think the one just with the med kit is the reason why. But isn't the med kit guy?
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Wait, no, med kit's guy's symbol's gone, so it may have been med kit guy that was saved. Well, I do believe that we can still save a survivor no matter what mission we play. And also, I think that we get one per anyway, so we'll do the repair the shelter mission, and then we'll just see if we can find an extra survivor. So we don't have to do nearly as much.
That was nearly everyone.
Yeet. Oh, that was actually kind of cool 360. Trying to edit their group. We're already almost level 100, boys. This is ridiculous. Holy shit. We gained over 1,000,000 XP. Hell yeah. That requires a clap. Oh, also another thing. This is also another thing that I'm really happy about that I was looking forward to. You may or may not know about this if you follow me on Twitter, which if you do not, I recommend that you do, because it will allow you to end up being able to figure out some of the stuff that I end up doing outside of Twitch. But one of the things that I actually managed to do is yesterday I was actually able to get my hands on a PS5. So, with the PlayStation 5, the reveal happened yesterday, and also the exact same day at like 10 p.m. at night, they decided to allow the pre-orders to go through. So, what ended up happening is that even though the pre-orders were technically supposed to be for today in the like early morning / like late last night, what ended up happening was that, like I said, they ended up being at 10 at completely random. And this completely is different than what they were presumably doing for PlayStation before, like, unless I'm understanding this wrong. But essentially what they were supposed to do, from what I heard, was that PlayStation and Sony, you know, what they were going to do is they were going to have the PlayStation 5 have a limited release to loyal PlayStation fans. And instead what they did is they just let anybody from select retailers end up being able to just pre-order the PlayStation. Like literally, like anybody could, any average Joe was able to order the PlayStation. And what I did is that around 10 o'clock when I found out this was live, of course I'm gonna get on as soon as I can right away, because I actually plan on getting both consoles and getting them at release. So I want to get my pre-order in. And there was only a select few retailers, at least in the United States. There was Best Buy, Target, Walmart, GameStop, and Amazon. All those guys were allowing the first wave of pre-orders, but it was a limited set of pre-orders, so I don't know if necessarily the limited set of pre-orders was meant to be implied as in just limited in general, or if it was just limited for the Sony fans and they changed their mind. But anyways, regardless, I still managed to end up getting the PS5 pre-ordered, but at like 3 a.m. in the morning, because me and a whole bunch of other people were all having glitches because of the influx, and when we would have things like, I had my PlayStation 5 in a cart twice, and it had crashed several times in the span of 4 hours. Like, I had it where on Best Buy, didn't manage to get one. I got it, it was in the cart, the thing crashed, couldn't get the thing to go through. Then I ended up having it where over a little bit later, Target started to work. And then I got as far as on Target as actually getting to the point where I put in my card information and hit confirm purchase, and it still wouldn't get it to me. It actually wouldn't go through, which I made sure I also didn't charge, by the way. Thank God I didn't charge me with my PlayStation. But finally, after the whole entire thing of 5 hours from 10 till 3, at 3 a.m., Best Buy once again finally came back in a clutch for the comeback and allowed me to pre-order my $500 the disc drive edition version of a PS5. So I got that in the bank, and now I am waiting for the day so that way I can end up getting my PS5. Why does my RPG have no texture? I'm just going to put this to the side until I can find barrels. But yeah, so I was actually finally able to end up getting that, and now it's off to the side, which is pretty cool. Now I'm just wondering about Xbox, because with Xbox, the thing is that as much as people don't necessarily have the same feelings as Xbox as PlayStation, I still feel like there's a decent amount of people that are Xbox fans, especially this time around, because Xbox looks like they're making a comeback for redeeming themselves with the Xbox One fiasco a couple of years ago. But I just genuinely think that the Xbox pre-orders might be genuinely just as bad just because of the influx that I saw with the PlayStation, since they're basically identical. So hopefully the Xbox pre-orders will not be nearly as bad.
Good. You've reached the shelter.
Okay, I'm add you and give you the stuff. Alright, cool, man. Yeah, if you want to add me, which I don't know if you already did or not, just let me know and I'll definitely accept your request. I'm just currently right now doing the shelter mission just because I'm trying to get the progression done. So what we'll do is we'll end up getting brick, and we'll do a giant loop around. We're not going to focus too much on having the inside be accessible. We're mostly just going to be trying to keep everything out. Okay, and then let's fortify this.
You serious?
Alright, cool. The brick is now taken care of. So, I'm getting you and you. I sent you a friend request? Okay, I don't know if I can pull my Epic Friends list right now. Can I? Let me know which one is you, because I have a lot of friend requests, dude. I wasn't exactly paying attention. You're gonna have to let me know the platform and also, like, you know, what your name is. Yeah. Come on, jump. Okay, cool. Now I can do it. Now see, this guy's also smart. He's protecting it from, like, all sides. I'm mostly... God damn it, man. Oh, he's making a trap tunnel. Okay. I'm mostly focused on keeping the lower levels more fortified, but I may or may not do this too. I just mostly add the roofs for lobbers. Yeah. Well, fuck it. So that's there. And ignore the useless amount of work that I have. PS4. So I'm assuming you were that first guy then? Ah, yes, there we go. Let me do some floor traps too, on top of his things. put one there, and I'll put one here, and then in the middle, I will put a defender post equipped. Bam. Now I'll take you. Confirm. Set confirm. Oh, I can't do defenders unless I need the room. I got you. Damn it. So I kind of wasted it. PS4, yeah, will you invite me? I will if I can actually fit you in the lobby. I don't know if I can fit you. Yeah, it won't let me right now, just solely just because the lobby's full, but I'm tell you what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually go back into this, and if this is you, I'm going to add you. If it's not, then some random guy got a friend request, but it's no big deal. Alright. And then one last thing. So let's take the other traps that we have. I did not mean to deploy a hover buddy or my other traps. And let's take all of this crap. I understand what's trying to do about trying to make it prioritize the one trap, but I wish it wouldn't do that because I'm trying to do this in a rush. Okay, invite me in a little bit then. Yeah, of course. Right now you can just watch the stream in the meantime, man. Let's get this taken care of then. What I'll do is I'll actually just do this instead of the fact that I have my powers anyway. Jump. That's not nearly going to work as much as I wanted to.
The shelter's been damaged pretty severely. Looks like the life support modules have all been stolen. These modules inflate and shield the shelter.
There we go.
The modules have to be around here somewhere. Search the zone and return the missing parts.
So, Toxic Fishy, what exactly made you want to stop playing Save the World? Did you just complete it or something?
If the bots are attacked, they enter stealth mode and power down.
Dude, why are
To
you
repair
breaking
the
my thing?
shelter, we'll need to reactivate all of the construction bots. Unfortunately, their stealth mode is really effective. You're gonna need some help finding those missing construction bots. Let me see if I can send some help. It might take a few minutes.
Oh, there's one literally
There's an
right there.
incoming wave detected. We have some time before they arrive. You can search for missing parts now or reinforce the shelter.
I'm pretty sure everybody just reinforces the
The
shelter before
construction
they
bot has
activate
been
the thing.
reactivated. The module will now be installed. Each part will take a minute to install. So, 8 modules, 1 minute per module. That equals a lot of bullets.
Monsters.
Hopefully I'll be able to find all the seed bots.
Help has arrived. Go find Seabot. I've marked his location on the map.
Well, I'm in Twine, and there's a lot of scammers in Save the World, so I got bored and annoyed by the scammers. I understand that, man, but the way I look at it is that you should continue to end up playing it if you truly end up enjoying the game despite the scammers. Just because, like, you shouldn't let somebody else's, you know, shit ruin a game for you. Like, I completely understand that that can, you know, be the mentality of it, but really a way you should look at is that just know that, like, the game will eventually get better, and you are better than those types of people. Like, for example, let's take something sort of similar. You know, it's not fully the same, but, you know, it can be kind of just as scummy. Let's take something like a cheater. If you have a cheater in a video game, you don't exactly stop playing the video game unless literally the game is just pretty much unplayable. What you do is that you just try to have the patience, you give the developers feedback, and you end up playing by yourself if you can to, you know, work on in the meantime. Now I understand that your motto or your mentality may be different about what you give yourself rules about and what your, you know, opinion should be. I completely understand that, but whenever I end up having a game that I just end up having go not necessarily in my favor, I just try my best to fix the game or just deal with the game in the meantime, because things like, let's say, Fall Guys, the developers, when they had problems with hackers, they want to give back to their community so much for when they end up putting out the No Cheatus and Eatus update, that they're giving a free legendary skin that will only come out once to every single person. So it's a matter of just sticking through it, I believe.
Check your map.
The parts are now marked on your map.
I still do play, but I'm trying to work on streaming games that I will get views on, but I just stopped play at one point. I got you.
New module installation has begun.
Well, I can tell you this, when it comes to live streaming games that you think people are going to enjoy, the one thing about it is that you want to make sure that, yes, of course, you're live streaming games that you think people will enjoy, but also another thing is make sure you're live streaming games that you enjoy. And if that just happens to be Save the World, if it doesn't have to be Save the World, that's fine. I can't necessarily, you know, decide what's going on in your head since I only just met you. Although I would like to believe I have a fair general gist because I'm a really good people person. But the way that you gotta look at it like this is that I've only recently started really truly growing on both YouTube and on Twitch. And one thing I learned that is the most important thing about all of this is that you want to make content that all of you enjoy. You can't solely just do what you do, and you can't solely just do what others do, because someone's eventually going to end up getting burned out, and then it's just not going to work. It's a multiple person job. So what I ended up doing is that I ended up taking something that was popular, and then I made it my own. Because let's take something like any of the other previous crazes before back in the day, whether it be like a big song or a trend or an item. Let's randomly just take something like fidget spinners. That was very big in 17 for about a month. Well, let's take fidget spinners. Obviously, if fidget spinners are the big #1 topic right now, they are the big #1 topic. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are what they are, and that at the time was popular. Now, let's say if you don't particularly think that the fidget spinner thing is cool and you think it's stupid, then you don't have to. But if you're expecting the same level of interest just because, you know, you think that you happen to like that, you know, that's not necessarily a bad mentality to have. But if you're just flat out just going to assume that, you know, hey, I like this and I think the fidget spinner thing is stupid, you know, so I'm just going to do what I'm going to do and I'm going to end up having to be just as popular. There is definitely an audience for everything. There is literally an audience for everything. I mean, there's, you know, shit like underwater basket weaving. You know, so it can happen, but at the scale, it's not necessarily there. It's harder to get your name out there. You gotta make what people are looking for. Now, however, though, if you end up doing that and that was popular at the time, then of course you're gonna end up having that be popular. It's a matter of knowing what people want at the time. So let's take something like, let's give an example. If you end up having something like, let's say, let's take a movie, because that's a good way to reference this, something like a live stream. A movie is a pretty good example. Let's say that there's a movie that's coming out and you really want to see that movie. Now, in order to see that movie, you obviously end up having to go to select retailers or select movie theaters to end up going and seeing that movie. You gotta go to the movie theater that's providing it. So let's say that the movie is the video and the movie theater is the channel. Now, even though there's multiple videos or live streams, or in this case movies, you're going to want to see the movie that you want to see. It's not that you don't want to see the other ones, but you would just rather happy to see the other one. You might end up wanting to see the other movies later, but your main focus is somewhere else. If you end up having it where you're ending up having your focus somewhere, you're just naturally going to end up going there. So my rule of thumb is that take something that you know is popular, but make it your own, because I am kind of a little bit rambling at this point, but you get the general gist of what I'm getting at. So like, let's say, since something as popular obviously is, you know, like Minecraft or Fortnite, those are two games that are just always big because they're kids games. It's very welcoming, very easy, they have a lot of content, etc, etc, etc. If you generally don't like the game, then just don't post the game. But if you happen to enjoy a certain aspect of the game, milk that for all it's worth. If you happen to enjoy Save the World, play a shit ton of Save the World. If you happen to enjoy Battle Royale, play a shit ton of Battle Royale. If you enjoy doing challenge videos, if you end up enjoying doing tip videos, if you end up enjoying making funny moment videos where you literally just make fun of the game and you just don't even actually care about playing it, you just enjoy memeing, that's still something that's a mixture of what you like with what something is popular, and that's where you find the balance. So that's honestly the best piece of advice I can give you, is because over the last couple months, when I started taking what is popular and I made it my own, that's when I excelled. Because for the longest time I would always make just random videos about whatever I want, even on games that weren't popular anymore, just because I did, and there was an audience, but since they weren't looking for it, it just didn't hit the same.
While the shelter is under attack.
That's just honestly my best advice that I can give you, my friend. That's legitimately my best advice I can give you, and I hope you, you know, can excel with that advice. Very weird placement of the frickin' materials.
Defend the shelter. Module installation
I hope that
is
would
on.
make sense
It
to
will
you,
resume
like
after the
recently
rain.
explained. If you have any questions, you can feel free to let me know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about, you know, sharing or hiding, you know, my ideas of success. I would like to share that with the world. I'm not gonna be
After all
selfish
parts
about
have
it.
been installed,
I'm not
the
selfish with
shelter
my
will attempt
advice.
to power back up.
It's not
When this
worth it.
happens, expect a big fight.
That's also another thing you need to know, is that, you know, sure, obviously you want to have, like, you know, scarcity, you want to make sure that you're not revealing all your cards, but don't hold back from people, like, make it obvious. Like, people will know that if you're not going to give it to them, they're just going to go somewhere where they're going to get what they're looking for. Did this guy just die? Thank you, I will use your advice. Yeah, by all means, man, even though we didn't necessarily get off at the right foot at first, I wish you truly the best of luck with your Twitch channel and YouTube channel, because I've legitimately been there before. I mean, literally, just a few months ago, I was stuck at 300 YouTube subscribers for 3 years, and I would have, like, certain views and certain likes and whatever, and then on my Twitch I would have a certain amount of viewership, but I was never really growing. I was just kind of staying stagnant. If you don't grow, you're dead. Like, you literally are having a dying channel. It's just kind of like maintenance at that point. But once I did that, it worked. Now, obviously, the one thing I do recommend to you is that don't necessarily 100%, you know, do my advice if it just generally doesn't happen to be working for you for whatever reason. I mean, it's a good rule of thumb, but if it generally doesn't happen to be working, use your common sense and put your best advice tips and other people's best advice tips with it together as well.
Installation resuming.
Because the person that can give you the best advice is
A
yourself.
module has been installed.
So,
The shelter is
thank
now
you for coming to my
stronger.
TED Talk on that one.
New module installation has begun.
Did we rescue a survivor? It says installing modules. I don't see the
Looks like
survivor.
you
I
made
think,
it back.
I think a survivor
This
got
next raid is
rescued.
gonna be tougher.
Here, let me go to objectives. I think that if I go to what the hell was it? There was one button that was specifically the objective. Was it inventory? Stats, objectives. Here we go. Oh, we did rescue a survivor. Oh, hell yeah. So sweet, after this mission, that means that we end up getting
A module
advancements in the
has been
story.
installed.
And then,
The shelter is now stronger.
Fishy Boy, you can end up in, join my session, you
New
can give me your
module
inventory.
installation has begun.
Y'all gonna get a turn.
Which I appreciate the gift. Thank you for your generosity. I really do appreciate it. It's always nice to end up getting a gift of someone's charity and caring. Block this off. A lot of these guys don't really exactly know what they're doing because they're leaving holes in the thing. Repairing the shelters is kind of a little bit of a difficult mission. Does the zombie not know where to go? He's like sidestepping. What the hell?
We can't handle.
Hey, Solid, what's up, brother? I'm level 30 now in the Battle Pass. Oh, let's go, dude.
Module has been installed. The shelter is now
YU.
stronger.
Or YW. I don't know what the YW stands for, Fishy.
New module installation has begun.
But hey, Fishy,
Looks
this
like
is
the host's
one of my
plans
mods,
changed.
Solid. You can say hi to him and
They
introduce
seem to know
yourself.
the
Solid,
final
this
car
is
is
one of
being
our new
installed.
followers. This
They
is
must be
Fishy Boy.
preparing for a larger attack.
You guys can introduce yourselves, say
Get
hi,
ready.
get to know each other. But that's awesome, Solid. Congrats, man. I really need to work on the Battle Pass.
Installation
It's funny, I've been so focused on Save the World. That's where my main focus has been. I missed all of last week. Well, I didn't miss all of last week. I missed half of last week. I did some challenges yesterday, and then I never finished them because I was pre-ordering a PS5, which I saw that you were typing about that, by the way, in the Discord. You were so lucky that you guys, as soon as you did, it took me till 3 a.m. my time in order to get one after 5 hours. But after I did that, I was finally able to rest and relax. So I skipped the challenges to pre-order PS5, which was my main priority, but I'll just end up doing the last 5 challenges plus the new ones. I meant to Save the World Ventures Battle Pass. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're actually max rank inside the normal Battle Pass. You did that like in a few days, didn't you? Which PS5 version did you order? I got the $500 one with the disc drive. For both the Xbox and the PlayStation, I'm going with the disc drive ones just because the digital ones, even though they do look cool, I want the most out of my console. Fundamentally, the PlayStation 5 is the same for these two versions. Literally the only difference between the two is the disc drive, but the Xbox X compared to the S technically is a downgrade. Plus also doesn't have a disc drive, so I'm just going to get the X. I'm going to get the router and the refrigerator. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you said you ordered the digital one, didn't you? Is this the Epic Husk? Yeah, it is. I was wondering if we were end up getting a boss. I'm fucking messing this up. Hold on. There we go. Luckily, he's just focused on me. Dude, I'm literally... Is this not the number 6 on my keypad? Come on, kill him. Thank you. I'm hitting my abilities. I don't know why the hell it wasn't killing him there. Oh, boys. No. Don't let this thing die. This. You gonna end up getting a PlayStation 5, man, Fishy? Because I saw that you were on PlayStation 4 regardless anyway, so I would assume you're a Sony guy. Because for me, I'm gonna get both. I'm just a game where I get everything. I get the Xbox and the PlayStation. I realized I only bought 2 discs the entire lifespan of the PS4 since 2013, GTA 5 and WWE 2K15, the rest of them were all digital. Yeah, I understand that. In fact, I'm probably even still going to get digital only for the most part with the PlayStation and the Xbox, because yes, there is an advantage to digital. In fact, the developers are actually encouraging a lot of digital purchases now, with like betas and DLC and stuff, or just pre-roll bonuses and crap like that. Because it's why would you go to a midnight release and get a physical game when you can literally have the game always on your console, have less space taken up, and also you don't have to worry about having the game necessarily delayed. You can pre-install digital games like early, but technically you did it like faster than what the midnight release was.
That's it. This shelter is
So I
now
mean, I
ready
get
for
it, but
action.
there's just an appeal about being able to get a physical game, but like in the terms of collecting, and also just in case if anybody ever gifted it to me, and if I also need a refund, and there's certain games that don't allow refunds digitally. I haven't bought a disc since 2015. LOL. Jesus Christ, we almost had 2 million XP. I was gonna say, are you only gonna give me a level 1 chest, bro? For pro gamers like yourself, the disc makes more sense. Well, thank you. I, in fact, am indeed a pro gamer. Alright, gamers. Speaking of alright gamers, gamers, join my lobby. Alright. Let's see let's also see what the story was, too. Gold, nice.
If that doesn't improve morale, I don't know what will. I know we haven't found your friends yet, but you've got to admit, people are tougher than we thought. There are no lost causes here. See? He didn't even try to kill you! Things are looking up!
Good to have you back, Pops. V-Bucks. Candy. Gold. Evolution material cache. It's gonna open, right? Okay, I was gonna say I hope my thing didn't crash.
Commander, I've been doing some research into Plank Harbor. We should team up with some other commanders and teach them everything we know.
Ooh, that's cool. So we're gonna team up with allied commanders and to exchange intel. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Invite me and I can we go and wait, what? Invite me and can we go in your GN because I don't want someone to take your stuff at Toxic Fishy Boy. I'm gonna steal your stuff anyway. Alright, I think Sala's actually in my lobby.